Here we are 2 days from Christmas, December 23rd, and we have been having near record-breaking temperatures. It's been very warm here. A couple weeks ago we had a little bit of a downturn for a few days, and the hot temps have roared right back. We've been probably between about 77 and 83 degrees the last few days, so that's 25 to 28 degrees Celsius. That's where we've been, and the plants continue to grow. Our nighttime lows have been quite warm, around 65, so around 18 degrees Celsius, and no rain. It's been close to a month yet again. Really fallen far behind on the rain. In the last 6 months, I'm about 18 inches is what I've missed. So that's quite a lot. That's 18 times 2.5, whatever that works out to be. It's about close to 45 centimeters. That's how much rain I'm missing. You can see the banana over there is very yellow. I haven't been out here watering. It's kind of hard to get into the mindset to water plants in the end of December because usually, we get pretty even rainfall throughout the year, and with the shorter days and the cooler temps, the plants don't need as much water. But when it's temperatures like this, they're growing. Anyway, I was been working on some ideas on what I want to do, and I walked into Lowe's, and we are around the Christmas holiday season. As they say, it's the most wonderful time of the year, and that is the case when it comes to Lowe's and other sort of places that sell plants, because you can get some really cool plants for smoking good deals. Walked into Lowe's looking for something, went to their garden center, and they had 75% off. So these are the three species that I bought. I have more over there, filled up the back of my truck. And they may not be the most exciting plants in the world, but they will definitely fill a good niche for me. Along that back fence there, that is still visible, I don't have any, I have a few plants that are broadleaf evergreens. I want to have evergreen plants. I want to disguise that fence, and I want to provide privacy, and I want something nice to look at year round. And in my part of the world here in Houston, that's a little bit tough. Palms, palm trees are pretty good for, the evergreen backdrop, but a lot of the sort of broadleaf evergreens that a lot of people grow struggle in our heat. The other ones that do well are true tropicals. So when we do get a freeze, they basically get killed back to the ground. We almost treat them like perennials, but there are a few, and so I was able to find some. This is a plant that I've been wanting to get. They tend to be kind of expensive, but this is a copperleaf viburnum, and you can see the new growth comes out this really beautiful red color. This is a large shrub. It's going to grow 6 to 8 feet wide, 10 plus feet tall. So this will be a really nice backdrop for the palms that I have planted in the ground. And this is actually going to be, this is going to be the replacement for some of my crepe myrtles. So Southern Living Plant Collection, they put a lot of work into developing these varieties. So what happens is they tend to be a little bit pricey. But you can see here, that's what it looks like when you have a larger plant that's pushing out a lot of new growth. This size range, that's what you can keep it at, but it will get bigger. And then these also do flower in the spring. They get covered in white flowers. So nice big glossy green leaves that start out that red color. Really great plant. More sun, you'll get more red. Kind of along a similar vein, this is a Cleyera, and this is LeAnn. Slightly smaller leaf, but same thing. It has kind of like this coppery red new growth. Very similar care for both plants. These are supposed to be a little bit slower growing. It's going to get to around the same size, around 10 feet. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this one yet, but really thick leaves. You can see there's quite a difference in size between the two. So I was able to get one of those. I got 5 of those, which is amazing. And then this is another plant that I've used. These are all Southern Living plants, but this one you can find under Sunset as well. This is a Platinum Beauty Lomandra. It's like an evergreen grass or sedge Very, very tough. I have it planted in my front yard and it can take the abuse. So full sun can handle drought. We'll get about 3 or 4 feet tall. It's really, it's nice and soft. There's no like a sedge or something. There's no rough edges on this. So that's what I ended up getting, 75% off. So I came home with 9 plants, and those 9 plants cost me, if I bought 2 of these new. So that's my plant haul, and we're going to first the Cleyera and the Platinum Beauty Lomandra. I'm not sure where I'm going to put those right now. I have a few ideas, but the uh, Coppertop Viburnum, these are going to replace the crepe myrtle. So I'll go over there and kind of give you a view of where they're going. All right, so here we are back along my fence. So I have a bunch of palms planted 8 to 10 feet from the fence because these get big and I don't want them hanging over my neighbor's yard. Crepe myrtles were here. They're 13 feet maybe, something like that, depending on the plant. That one there might be 12. So the viburnum that I'm planting will get to about the same height with time and about 6 to 8 feet wide. See, I just don't like looking at the slats here. This is a type of hybrid magnolia that I planted last year that's starting to get some size to it. It's got the nice glossy green leaves. Bees are out today, obviously, because it's warm. But so this is one of the Coppertop viburnums. This is where it's going. So as you can see, I have quite a large area here, and that should in time encompass that entire area. Those fence panels I think they're 7 feet when I measured them from post to post. So about halfway from there to there, it'll take up that whole area and fill out this whole section of the ground here, suppress weeds, and provide a really nice green backdrop. So all of the crepe myrtles you see, they're all going. I've made the decision since I found that, and so the bee's right by my face. So this blue of the sable aerosana should really play off this green. It should really pop against it. Kind of gives you an idea of how deep these garden beds are, over 20 feet at the widest part. So I've really been cognizant of trying to leave enough space for plants and then also leave enough space to access the fence. So I will be planting it probably just slightly in front of where this crepe myrtle is, and so it will take up that entire area. Fill this in. This spot gets quite a bit of sun. Go over here. More palms, more plants that will eventually fill in. I do have some, this is like a tropical conifer, the podocarpus. This is the mood ring. Very slow growing. So this is where we'd be sticking another one of those Platinum Beauty Clairs. You can see it's really a wide open spot. The crepe myrtles just kind of go up and they grow over into my neighbor's yard, and I'm always trimming them and all that. So I think it'll be a nice replacement. These crepe myrtles get a lot of pests, scale, powdery mildew, or black sooty mold, all sorts of things. They attract the ants and they seed terribly, terribly. I'm always coming in here and pulling out seedlings. So once I remove that and put this nice evergreen structure in, then I won't have to worry about it. And like I said, those viburnums are supposedly very fast growing. Here's a Cleyera that I haven't been watering enough. It's looking really sad, but I'm gonna get some firebush in here. These are dwarf firebush. They're a little thin, same thing. They've struggled with the drought this year, and these will get 7 or 8 feet. Got some big needle palms. I mean, eventually with great age, these would get 10 feet, but they're growing pretty well. And so the whole idea is just to have multiple layers of plants in here. We don't want to see any of the mulch. I don't want to be weeding. We just want this to be a nice, dense, lush backdrop to all of the palms and exotics. that is how things are looking today. Actually quite hot. I'm already sweating and I haven't even started working. So hope you're all having a great Christmas holiday time, and hopefully you have enough time to just relax and take it easy. So I'm about to get to work here. Thanks for watching.